What's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Hope you all are doing well today. Getting started here in just another moment. Does look like all teams were sold and paid for, so thank you guys so much for that. If you're ever looking to get into any of our breaks in the future, I do post all unsold, unpaid for teams in the Discord before we go live, and I will drop that link in the chat for you all now. It's our third break of 4 today. But without further ado, we have 5 fat packs and 2 blaster boxes of 2021 Donruss basketball. All cards will ship. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can pull some fire for you guys. All right, we have Thibble, DeAndre Ayton, Patty Mills, Stormin Norman, Kelly Oubre. There is Enes Kanter. There's OG, Van Vliet, Pascal, Aaron Gordon. There's D. Mitch, Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon, D. Russ, Capella, Kendrick Nunn. There's Danny Green, Kyle Lowry, Brandon Ingram, D. Book, Zach LaVine, BC, franchise features of DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs, great expectations of the Ant-Man for the T-Wolves, green and yellow laser, Bobby Portis for the Knicks, Cole Anthony for the Magics. There's Halliburton for the Kings, Okoro for the Cavs, Wiseman for the Warriors, and Skylar Mays for the Hawks. Closing out our first pack. Number 2. We have Dylan Brooks, Christian Wood, PJ, LMA, Bismack, Aaron Baines, Torrey Craig, MPJ, Schroeder, Randall, Caruso, PG13. There's Hernan Gomez, Drum, Fournier, Hachimura, KPJ, Jeff Teague, Horford, Jay Crowder. There is TBJ, Bielitsa. There's a league leaders of Kareem for the Lake Show. Complete players of JoJo for the Sixers. Green and yellow laser, Schroeder for the Thunder. Kenyon Martin Jr. for the Rockets. Elijah Hughes for the Jazz. Woodward for the Kings. Vernon Carey for the Hornets. And Azubuike for Utah. Closing out all second pack. Number 3. We have Sweet Lou, Dwayne Bacon, Thonmaker, Galloway. There is Markelle Fultz, Derek Jones Jr., Hernan Gomez, Drum, Fournier, Hachimura, Carmelo, KCP, Chris Dunn, Nerlens, John Morant, second year for the Grizz, Shamet, Clay, Seth Curry, Dylan Brooks, Christian Wood, PJ, LMA, league leaders of Dirk for the Mavs, complete players, Levine for the Bulls, green and yellow laser, Rudy Gobert for the Jazz, Saban Lee for the Pistons, Tyler Bay for the Mavs, Terry for the Mavs, Peyton Pritchard for the Celts, and Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers. Closing out our third backpack. Number 4, Kristaps, Whiteside, MB3, Dragic, Sweet Lou. There's Miles Turner, Mike Conley, Paul Millsap, Gasol, Derek Jones Jr., Dinwiddie, SGA, Trey, Melo. There is KCP, Chris Dunn, Bismack, Aaron Baines, Kyrie, Triple J, Thibble, DeAndre Ayton, franchise features of Devontae Graham for the Hornets, great expectations of Halliburton for the Kings, green and yellow laser, Storm Norman for the Raps, another Kenyon Martin Jr. for the Rockets, Elijah Hughes for the Jazz, Woodward for the Kings, Carey for the Hornets, and Azubuike for the Jazz. Closing out our fourth backpack. Number 5, we have DiVincenzo, Russ, CP3, DFS, Bogey, KD, Draymond, Torian Prince, Tobias Harris, Jonathan Isaac. There is Jordan Poole, Luke Kennard, Depot, Mobamba, AD, Malik Beasley, Wendell Carter Jr., DSJ, JJ Redick, James Johnson, Grant Williams, Wiggy, complete players of Giannis for Milwaukee, and franchise features Zion Williamson for the New Orleans Pelicans, and a green and yellow laser of Azubuike for the Jazz. Cole Anthony for the Magic, Halliburton again for the Kings, Okoro for the Cavs, Wiseman for the Warriors, and Skylar Mays for the Hawks. Closing out our fifth pack. As mentioned previously, this is our third break of 4 today. We have Prism Soccer coming up next to close out our evening. Scheduled for 6 Eastern. Should be on at about a quarter after, running a few minutes late on that. We got 10 fat packs of Prism Soccer to close out our evening. As always, all unsold, unpaid for teams will be available in the Discord right before we go live. And I do believe I did see at least one or two solid teams right before I jumped on for this break. So make sure you're checking that out. Be back at it again tomorrow with the same schedule. We got 4 breaks starting at 4:30 Eastern. More Prism NBA hanger boxes. More Donruss basketball and Prism soccer. And as always, you can find all of our breaks in our eBay store. And all unsold unpaids will be on the Discord right before we go live. We are breaking through Friday this week. We have 4 breaks up for tomorrow and Thursday, and then Friday just 2. Also going to be on a little later tonight. If you guys are interested in seeing some higher end stuff, I have a first off the line Prism box that I will be doing a personal for someone on. If you want to see a cool break that's going to be on the channel right around 11 Eastern, I should be on for that. Just Prism soccer. Up next, Nick. Next basketball's tomorrow. More Prism basketball. Other than the personal that I'm doing tonight of Prism first off the line basketball. All right, let us see our first blaster box. No problem, brother. All right, we got Derek Jones Jr., Hernan Gomez, Drum, Schroeder, Julius Randle, league leaders of Dirk for the Mavs, Desmond Bane for the Grizz, and Quick for the Knicks. There is Millsap, Gasol, DeRozan, Torrey Craig, MPJ, Great Expectations, RJ Hampton for the Nuggets, Mannion for the Warriors, and Tillman for the Grizz. On the board, Ed, Mick Buckets, Miles Turner, Mike Conley, Jackson Hayes, Valanciunas, franchise features of Dame Dalla for the Blaze, Riller for the Hornets, and Ellaby for the Blaze. Then we have Gallo, Brook Lopez, JoJo, Dame Dalla, Shake Milton, Orange Laser, Mo Bamba for the Magics, Denny for the Wiz, and Okongwu for the Hawks. Yes, sir, Seth. Should be about 10 minutes on that. Jaylen Brown, Wes Matt, Marquise Chris, Darius Garland, Adebayo, Orange Laser of Steph Curry for the Warriors. Nice one, Golden State. Vernon Carey for the Hornets and Azubik for the Utah Jams. Then we have Jeff Green, Bryn Forbes, Steph, Mikal Bridges, and we have Jersey Series of Bobby Portis for the Knicks. You're welcome, bud. Complete Players AD for the Lake Show, Elijah Hughes for the Jazz, and Woodward for the Kings. There is Delly, Bobby Portis, Tyler Hero, D. Rose, Steven Adams, Power in the Paint, the Big Cat for the T-Wolves, and for those T-Wolves, an Ant-Man for Minnesota, and Kenyon Martin Jr. for the Rockets. What's up, James? Not getting what you're looking for? Duncan Robinson, DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Love, Lonzo, Gary Harris, Great Expectations of the Paw for the Bulls, Vassell for the Spurs, and Obi for the Knicks. Got you, brother. Then we have Killicam Reddish, Levert, D. White, Grant Williams, Wiggy, franchise features, Brad Beal for the Wiz, Poku for the Thunder, and Isaiah Stewart for the Pistons. Then we have Giannis, Mitch Robb, DSJ, Reddick, James Johnson, Great Expectations of Nesmith for the Celts, Malachi for the Raps, and RJ Hampton for the Nuggets. And last pack of our first blaster box, we got Joe Harris, Lowry, Kawhi. There is Devontae Graham, Cody Zell, Orange Laser, Donruss for the T-Wolves, Noara for the Bucks, and Maladone for the Thunder. Closing out all first, Blast the Box. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, Prism Soccer is coming up next. Should be right around 6:15 Eastern on that. So just under 10 minutes, I'd say, on that break. And we will message, if you want any teams on eBay, we will shoot you a message on eBay when we are live on that if you don't want to stick around and watch the basketball break. Also, if you're new to the channel, I will post any unsold, unpaid for teams in our Discord right before we go live, and that is at 718 Breaks on the Discord. I did notice we had at least one team available in that break. And it was a solid one, solid team as well. That is our last break of the evening. As mentioned, more Prism Soccer, though, tomorrow and Thursday. And we have Prism Basketball every day through Friday this week. And there you go, Dan. If you want to get a non-poop team, check out Discord. I did see I didn't get paid on one of the bigger teams. So they will be available here in a couple of minutes. But you can get your Vardy. If you want to shoot me a DM on Instagram or Discord, I can probably get back to you on that like tomorrow or Thursday. I just have to check my inventory to see if I have enough for the eBay breaks that I have listed. If I have any extra, though, for sure. That would be for you, Keith, also. Same thing, yeah. Just have to see if I have enough to cover the eBay breaks I have. I know I have enough for the one scheduled for this week, obviously, but I got to check for next week as well. Appreciate it, Dan. I do have some Prism first off the line, though, if you're feeling crazy for a personal, Keith. All right. Second Blast the Box. So far, I've ripped two of them, and they have both been fire boxes. We'll be ripping a third one tonight. Hopefully, it will be more of the same. All right, we have Dinwiddie, SGA, Otto Porter Jr., Bob Covington, James Harden. Great expectations of Wiseman for the Warriors, Oturu for the Clips, and Jaden McDaniels for the T-Wolves. Jason Tatum, Daniel House Jr., Drew Holiday, Joker, Bertans, franchise features of Siakam for the Raps, Nick Richards for the Hornets, and Trey Jones for the Spurs. Then we have Tristan Thompson, Montrez, Markelle Fultz, McCollum, John Wall, Orange Laser, Al Horford for the Sixers, the Paw for the Bulls, and Winston for the Wiz. Then we have D-Book, Zach LaVine. There is Brandon Clark, Thon Maker, Galloway, Orange Laser, Valanciunas for the Grizz, Nesmith for the Celts, and Killian for the Pistons. Then we have Kyle Lowry, Brandon Ingram. There is Dragic, Sweet Lou, Dwayne Bacon. Great expectations, Halliburton for the Kings, Zeke Naji for the Nuggets, and Sadiq Bey for the Pistons. There is Harry Giles, Elf, Danny Green. There's MB3, and a nice jersey piece for the Phoenix Suns of Chuck. Nice one for Phoenix. There is franchise features, Devontae Graham for the Hornets, Desmond Bane for the Grizz, and Quick for the Knicks. Then we have Bielitsa, Thomas Bryant, Terrence Ross, Kristaps, Whiteside, complete players, JoJo for the Sixers, Mannion for the Warriors, and Tillman for those Grizzlies. There is Al Horford, Jay Crowder, TBJ, Blake Griffin, Ricky Rubio, league leaders, Kareem for the Lake Show. There's Riller for the Hornets and Ellaby for the Blaze. There is Joey Ingles, Jeff Teague, Jamal Murray, John Collins, Brown base for the Lake Show. Great expectations of Obi for the Knicks, Denny again for the Wiz, and Okongwu for the Hawks. There is Wendell Carter Jr., Jared Allen, Lonnie Walker, Horter, Sekou, Orange Laser of Jeff Teague for the Hawks, Carey for the Hornets, and Azubik for the Jazz. And last packet of break, there is AD, Malik Beasley, Fred VanVleet, Pascal, Aaron Gordon, Orange second year, Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans, Elijah Hughes for the Jazz, and Robert Woodward for the Kings. To close it out, I am going to put together a quick little hit recap for you guys with some of our bigger hits from the break. Yeah, you are right, Nick. Hopefully they're in the other blasters. Hey, you never know, Dan. You never know. All right, guys, some of our bigger hits from the break. We got base of Brown for the Lake Show and second year Ja Morant for the Grizz. Great expectations. We got Obi for the Knicks, Wiseman for the Warriors, Halliburton for the Kings, Nesmith for the Celtics, and the Paw for the Bulls. Complete players, Giannis for Milwaukee, franchise features of Zion for the Pelicans. Couple extra great expectations. Hampton for the Nuggets, Halliburton for the Kings, and the Ant-Man for the T-Wolves. Bigger base rooks. We have Desmond Bane for the Grizz 2 times. Quick for the Knicks twice. Denny for the Wiz 2 times. Okongwu for the Hawks twice. Ant-Man for the T-Wolves. Vassell for the Spurs. Obi for the Knicks. Poku for the Thunder. Hampton for the Nuggets. Nowara for the Bucks, Maladone for the Thunder, Peyton Pritch for the Celtics, Maxey for the Sixers, Cole Anthony twice for the Magic, Halliburton twice for the Kings, Okoro twice for the Cavs, Wiseman for the Warriors 2 times, Kenyon Martin Jr. 3 times for the Rockets, Jaden McDaniels for the T-Wolves, the Paw for the Bulls, Nesmith for the Celtics, Killian for the Pistons, and Sadiq Bey for those Pistons. Green and yellow laser of Azubik for the Jazz. Orange laser of Steph for the Warriors, and our jersey pieces, we got jersey series of Bobby Portis for the Knicks and Chuck for the Phoenix Suns. That is going to do it for the break. We'll be back on in 5 minutes with our last break of the evening, Prism Soccer Fat Packs, and I will make those unsold, unpaids available to you guys on Discord here in 2 minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining, as always. Peace and love, all.